Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Virgo for November 2023. Welcome to the table, Virgo. I have pre-shuffled these cards. I will shuffle them again for you. I'll be using a 10-card spread with 5 cards along the top row, 5 cards along the bottom row, and I'll be talking about those cards as they come out. I'll overlay those cards again for clarification with a second deck of cards and talk about those cards too. The whole reading will hopefully tend to fall together by the time I've read the second layer of cards. Now, I also have an oracle deck on the table, and I'll draw an oracle card at the end of the reading for you. You don't need to stay because if you don't want to stay for the oracle, that's fine, because the tarot reading will be complete of itself or in itself. The 3 of Wands in the upright position, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position, the Fool in the upright position, and the Lovers in the upright position. Okay, 10 of Cups in the reverse position, the World in the reverse position, 4 of Wands in the upright position, Perspective, so this is like the Hanged Man in the reverse position, and the 2 of Wands in the upright position. So here we go. What have we got on the bottom there for you? It's in reverse. Knight of Wands. Okay. I'll start talking about these cards. I'll talk about this Knight of Wands when it feels appropriate. Now, we've got the 3 of Wands, so this is a beautiful energy to start with. This is the call for you to step out beyond where you are. You're very much looking outwards. So rather than being introspective and introverted, this is the card where you're looking out. You're hoping to make some exploration, to perhaps travel. This is definitely a card of expansion and looking beyond where you are. Now, you may be desirous of travel. This is also confidence and growth and, just a general card of waiting and being ready to grasp any opportunity that comes your way, because now you are open to receiving an opportunity. But it's also talking about travel. For those of you who have waited quite some time to travel, it looks like your opportunity is about to present itself, or at least you are ready to grasp the opportunity to travel if it presents itself. So that's good. This is opening your heart, opening your mind, being receptive to new ideas and new concepts and new places. So that's a wonderful energy to start with. Now, we've got the 5 of Coins in the reverse aspect. So any sense of lack, financial hardship, feeling that perhaps you're a little bit downcast or lonely, or even that you may have felt a struggle of feeling isolated, those days are over. So any sense of lack, perhaps, that you may have felt is on the it's on the downturn. So you're not going to have that sense of lack for much longer. It's leaving you. So that's a brilliant card to have on the table as well. So this is knowing that perhaps you are quite capable of manifesting what you want and receiving what you want. Now we have got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. So the Queen of Pentacles is a homemaker. Now this can be a male or a female, so being focused on your home, being compassionate, nurturing and generous. But this is the feminine side of something, and as you can see the little butterflies there on this one, this is surrounded by butterflies and happiness. So this is enjoying the feminine side of things, but it's in the reverse. So perhaps you are stepping more into a masculine energy, but you are maybe failing to appreciate the feminine side of things. Remember to focus on the beautiful things around you. Remember to focus on the people who you may share your home with. Appreciate nature and make sure that you are grounded in nature and aware of what beauty has been placed before your feet. So that's what I'm saying here. Don't forget to pay attention to the beauty in the world. Okay, and also the people who are providing comfort and love, and maybe somebody who is balancing your energy as well. So needing to recognize that as well. Now we've got the Fool here. So ready to start on your journey. So with the 3 of Wands, you've got this Fool card. So being a little bit more carefree, a little bit relaxed, hoping for a new adventure. This is also your sense of wonder. So, this Mother Earth energy, remembering to appreciate nature, here it is here. So maybe something just sort of holds you back a little bit. Maybe you're working too hard, or maybe you're fatigued, or maybe you've not been well. Sometimes you can't always see the beauty of nature when you're busy trying to hold yourself together, or when you're just working very hard. Now here's this wonderful commencement of a journey. So feeling free and having a sense of freedom, a new adventure, ready to receive anything that the cosmos brings you. And that's a wonderful, wonderful energy. That's being very, very open and ready to take the first step to embrace what's coming your way. Now, here is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is beautiful. This is a soul union with somebody, a soul mate. This can also be a union between your conscious and your subconscious mind. So this is when you're coming out of a state of inward looking energy and starting to look outward. Then you're ready to make choices. You are ready to have romance. You are ready to have relationships. You are very open to what the world is bringing you, and you're ready to unite with someone else. So it's recognizing your partner and being in tune with them, rather than seeing them as perhaps someone who's external to you, because if you're sharing a home with your partner, you both revolve in the same energy, and you both need to appreciate each other to make the best out of that union. And that also applies to your subconscious and your conscious mind. It's being aware of all the aspects of your personality, your spiritual side, your material side, your emotional side, the things you need to do in the material world. So on the 3D level, you need to be able to mesh all of that together, rather than separating them into little compartments and only looking at one compartment at a time. If you can bring them all together and mesh them, that is much more beneficial to you. Now we've got the 10 of Cups. This is security, happiness, surrounding yourself in your home with contentment. So this is emotional stability, emotional maturity, and success. It's in the reverse. So perhaps there's something about your home life at the moment that you are feeling an element of discontent with. I don't know how else to say that. This card is about success, but it's in the reverse aspect. So something about your home life is not feeling perhaps quite right for you at the moment, and that could be because of this disconnect, and that could be a partner. Perhaps you're not connected, maybe you're not meshing your feminine and your masculine side, and everyone has a feminine and a masculine side. Perhaps that not meshing together. Perhaps you step into your masculine side and then step into your feminine side, and never the twain shall meet. It's kind of like you need to bring the two closer together, and also an awareness of the opposite side of yourself, so that when you are slipping from one to the other, it should be more like this kind of a thing, rather than this antagonistic sort of aspect. So perhaps this state of domestic bliss is not coming towards you if you're feeling somewhat antagonistic, or feeling that there was this sense of lack, or that there was a sense of a lack of opportunity to escape maybe and travel. So perhaps you're feeling the release of the energy that's come perhaps with this card is making you more appreciative, hopefully, of what your home life can bring you, because there's a lack of awareness here of potentially what domestic bliss can bring you, and perhaps you're very focused on looking outward rather than appreciating fully what you have in your, it's like looking at the bird in the hand. What you have in the hand at home may be too commonplace for you or too familiar to you, that you are failing to appreciate it right at this moment. But it could also be, as I said, perhaps you've been working hard. Now, and actually, I'm going to speak about this Knight of Wands right now, because I'm getting the sense of perhaps you're in a rush to make a change, and perhaps you're in a rush to travel and explore and reach outwards. That's the sense of what I'm getting here, is that perhaps you're in a hurry to look beyond where you are. I think perhaps you have a little bit more more of an urge to expand all of a sudden, and I think this has come upon you, and probably there's this sort of rebel energy here inside you where you're rebelling, and that could be you're rebelling about having been too much domestic bliss, for example. Perhaps you're wanting to escape that and sort of spreading your wings, but it's warning you against a little bit of haste. Don't put all your energy into this idea of escaping from the home, so to speak, rather than, but I guess, look, this desire for adventure is in all of us when we get the chance, but we don't always get the chance. But here the portal is opened and you're very ready to embrace that, and I think you're very eager. But be careful that you don't abandon your castle, so to speak, here, because your castle is in the background. So you're carrying your torch forward to have your lovely adventure, but remember that home is eventually where you come back to. So that's what I'm saying there. Now you've got your world here. The world is in the reverse aspect. So I have a very much a feeling that you're prepared to actually just not look backwards. This is the sense I'm getting from this card, is that you feel that you have given a lot to perhaps your home environment, and that you are just so keen to get going that you don't even want to look backwards. You just want to get going. You just want to explore. You just want to be this rebel. You just want to be catapulted out into the new energy. And that's very much that sense of what I'm feeling. And that comes from this card, the Three of Wands, the Fool, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the World are all giving me that sense of great desire for you to just expand and let go. It's almost like you've been holding yourself very tightly during COVID, and all those years of where you've been sort of almost compressed into a tight ball. Now you're just ready to explode outward. Now here we have got stability, love. Now this is again a card of home, but as you can see, they're walking through a portal here. So this is this wonderful energy of taking your partner. You are in a state of perhaps marriage or a union with somebody, and that you are going to celebrate, you are going to walk through this. You're just going to wait for what adventure brings you. Now, this is normally about a state of just getting married and being happy and having a celebration, but this is also a union. So this can be a union with your partner. This is very much the two here. So for those of you who are not married, looks like there's a great potential for you to marry somebody that you consider to be your soulmate or your divine counterpart, somebody that you think is going to make the journey totally complete for you. So there's definitely this romance and this happiness and this celebration, but it looks like there's this portal that you are hoping to go through, because you've got the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. Again, this is more expansion, ready to open your heart and ready to embrace whatever's out there. This is a very, for you Libra Virgo, for you Virgo particularly, this is a very different energy than what I've been feeling in your readings for several months, because this is really being open and outward looking, and that's a wonderful energy for you. It's very good. Now we've got perspective in reverse. So actually the picture, if you look carefully, is a doe or a little fawn in the wilderness, but it's in the reverse aspect. So this is normally this card is about sacrifice and patience, and I think you've had enough of being patient. You just want to go, because this card is in reverse. So I think you've had that time of reflection, you've had the time of delays and surrendering and letting go and being in limbo. You are just over it. Let me out, I want to go. So this is, again, here we are, and here is the Two of Wands. Again, making that decision, where will I go first? Where will I go first? I want to go both places at once. But this is this wonderful, wonderful energy of, just being sort of, let me out. It's like animals that have been caged up, kept protected over the winter in their barns, and they just want to run outside. They want to eat the fresh grass. They want to jump and skip and dance in the sunlight, and you're a little bit the same. This is wonderful energy for you, Virgo. This is just what you need. I'm going to overlay these cards now. I'm very happy to see this for you because this is quite transformative energy for you, Virgo, because for months I've been reading about you being kind of closed off and, you know, sort of very much looking inwards and being very almost introverted. So this is wonderful, wonderful energy. One more shuffle and then I shall overlay these cards. Beautiful. Okay, that's gone wonderfully. I'll split the deck so you can see. There we go. And let's start your reading. Okay, we have got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Swords in the upright position. So some sort of pain. Two of Cups in the upright position. Oh, this is very much a love reading for you, Virgo, because you've got the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Four of Wands. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Really, really lovely. So this is a reconnection for those of you who are already in a relationship, perhaps a reconnection or a new realization of the love that you have for someone. And that is really, really beautiful energy. Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. As you can see, this is that feeling trapped, feeling hemmed in. Two of Swords. I'll read these as I go. Strength, beautiful. Justice, amazing. This is really going well. Ten of Wands. Six of Pentacles. This is really lovely. And Two of Wands on top of the Two of Wands. I'll show you the bottom of the deck. What have we got there? Okay, we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now there on this card, as you can see, there's the butterfly sort of, or the little flying creature. I think it's a little, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of those things. Dragonfly. Pardon me. So transformative energy, I am thinking when I'm getting this card is you don't care what anyone says, you just want to transform. You have had enough. You're letting go. You're not worrying about anything. You're not listening to anyone. Nothing is going to stop you. You just want to escape. So this is very much that energy of, if anyone criticizes me, I'm just pushing them out of the way. I'm not listening. I've already made up my mind what it is I want, and I want freedom. I want to fly high. I want to be skittish and go through the air at my own will, at my own pace. That's the energy I'm getting from that card. Traditionally, that is not what's implied with this card. This is, sharp words or, self-sabotage. So you're not self-sabotaging yourself in any way. Sharp words, self-sabotage, criticism, slander, gossip, all of those, and arguments. I don't think you're going to listen to any arguments. I think you're just going to say, I just want out of here. I just want to go. I want to be a rebel. I want to be free. Now, we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse aspect. So the Page of Pentacles is somebody who's starting on a new project. It's in the reverse. So I think this Page of Pentacles is normally undertaking a journey of some sort. Some sort of a challenge or an endeavour, and this could also relate to travel. Perhaps there's very much this sense of, I want to explore. This is on a worldly level. I want to get out there. I want to follow an untrodden path. This is the path of my choosing. I want to go where I want to go. Now, for some reason, there's still some pain in your heart. So perhaps, I'm not quite sure what's caused pain, but there's something that's still hurting your heart a little bit. And I guess what you need to do gradually is to let this go, release it if you can, heal it if you can, forgive if you can, forgive yourself for any part that you may have played in it, and just let it go. So this is a card, it's on top of this Five of Coins. So Five of Coins is a lack and, maybe sort of feeling isolated. So here's this pain of isolation, separation. I'll use the word separation, spiritual separation, a disconnect from your heart. So And that's the energy I've been feeling from you for months, is this disconnect from your heart. So you need to let that go. You need to take the swords out of your heart. You need to open it up. You need to feel the world. You need to feel love and emotion. You need to feel the beauty of the world. And you need to be receptive of that coming towards you. Now, we've got the Two of Cups, beautiful energy of love, looking at someone with love, enjoying their company, being with them. Very focused on of somebody in particular. So and this could be a relationship you're already in. It could also be a new relationship. But it's that reconnecting with this open heart. So that's really, really lovely. And I think your heart's been quite closed off. I'm sorry if you feel offended by what I'm saying, but I have, from the card readings, I have been connecting with those of you whose hearts have been closed off, and now your heart is open. You're willing to make this bond, this real commitment, this real sharing with somebody else in your life. Now, this sense of being trapped and locked in, and as you can see, there's a castle in the mist there. This is a mental sort of locking in. So that can, you may have been badly affected by being the lockdowns during COVID. I know a lot of people have felt very trapped and locked in. So there's this sense of, you know, freedom that's coming soon when you take off the swords. So still a little bit of perhaps doubt, or perhaps you can't even believe that you're feeling this energy of the potential for expansion. Perhaps there's a little bit of disbelief there still, and perhaps you haven't quite released yourself totally from that sense of being free. That's what I'll just say. So Two of Swords on top of the Lovers here, a decision you need to make, or perhaps don't want to make. It's under the moon, so shaking off any illusion, shaking off a sense of not being aware of what's going on, because both of these cards, even though one's in reverse and one's in the upright position, can you see that both of them have got a blindfold on? So perhaps there were things you didn't want to look at, or things you didn't want to see, things you didn't want to know. That is highly possible because both of them had a blindfold on. So it's more like something you didn't want to look at, something you didn't want to listen to, and yet, as you can see, this one again has these little sprites here, these lovely little sprite energies there, or little fairy energies. So it's that release. Once you make a decision about something, you are released from being stuck. You know, this is this sort of stuck energy before you make a decision. Once you make that decision, it frees you up because now you've opened a path for yourself. So you know, allowing yourself that mental freedom to follow this path. And if you've chosen a path to go down, and if you've chosen a path of commitment and love, then throw yourself into it wholeheartedly so that you get the best out of that experience. Now here's this beautiful sense of strength. And as you can see, it's got red roses on this one. So this is passion, finding your inner passion, your inner strength, something that motivates you. This is this wonderful what shall I say? This is strength that you have within you when you become passionate, and when your energy becomes revitalized, when you've made your choices, when you embrace a more positive outlook on the future, and when you open your heart. Then you have this passionate strength, and that what I'm saying here is when you come to grips with the things that perhaps you are hiding from yourself, the animal side of yourself, the shadow side of yourself, the aspects of yourself that perhaps you don't always want to look at, and that can be your feminine or your masculine side of yourself, where sometimes perhaps you're refusing to look at the other side. So here's this wonderful card of strength where you get it all together. This is getting it all together and then moving forward. So that's beautiful. It's on top of the Ten of Cups. And this is talking about your sense of security and your home and a state of happiness. So you do get it all together, and that's wonderful. Now, on top of the World, as I said, let me out there, and here we've got Justice. Justice is about balance. Justice is about knowing what's right, knowing what's wrong, finding that equilibrium. This could be a legal decision that perhaps has been in the waiting all this time. This is a healing sort of a card as well, because you can see there's sort of like echinacea flowers in the background there. So this can be a level of healing, and healing comes when you are balanced, when you are being true to yourself, when you are being honest with yourself, when you can let go of conflicts, and when you can let go of feeling that the world is against you. Because that's the sense I'm getting here. Perhaps you were feeling that the world was against you, and all of a sudden that's gone. So that's wonderful. That's giving you a beautiful sense of balance. And as you can see, she's wearing the red clothing, so that gives you passion. So that's this wonderful energy. Once you're in that state of balance, then you find new vitality, and you find enthusiasm, and you are more confident and self-assured. So that's wonderful. Here we go, your mate. You've started your journey already. This is you walking the walk. So 10 of Wands here. It's in the upright position. You're walking to a new destination. Some of you may be moving home. Some of you may be buying a home. Now, this person is going to put their responsibilities down when they get to that castle. They've been carrying this burden for quite some time. This is the harvest. This is the hard work that you've put in. These may be the hard work you've been doing while you've been waiting for the cosmos to open the opportunity for expansion for you. But soon, this rocky path that you've been walking on, as you can see, there are rocks on this path. This rocky path that you've been walking on is soon coming to end. You have a little bit more to go. You'll be able to put your responsibilities down. You'll be able to move through this portal, this new portal, and it looks like you're moving through the portal with a partner, somebody you love dearly, and that's going to be wonderful for you. Now we have the Six of Pentacles. This is having sufficient money to be able to share, maybe help your children if you have them, perhaps maybe making a donation. This can also be about equal sharing and giving and taking. So reciprocal giving when you are on the receiving end of something. So this is a card again of balance. So a wonderful energy. This is a happy and vibrant energy. This is having sufficient. This is being comfortable. Having sufficient money so that you can be a little bit generous with it, that you don't need to hold it back, that you can be in the flow, that you allow this money to flow, to give you travel, to give you expansion, to give you a new home, if that's what you want. Perhaps allowing this, perhaps this money has felt restrictive for you up until now, but now you can let it flow a little bit more to enjoy it. So getting the enjoyment from your money. And here again is this beautiful outward-looking energy, looking beyond your horizon, looking outwards very, very much. You're carrying 2 wands. You've got surety behind you. So there's this steadiness of making a decision. Which way will I go? Either way is good. No such thing as right or wrong in the path that you choose. You have the world here in your hand. Can you see the world there? And that's telling me that you want to step out, but you've already got the 3 of Wands here right at the beginning. So not only is your portal completely open, you are waiting for whatever the world is going to bring you. And here you are stepping through this portal. 2 of Wands on top of the 2 of Wands. This is actually a very lovely, lovely reading, Virgo. And I'm so pleased that there's this openness and this generosity and this free-flowing energy coming towards you, because this has been a long time coming. Especially for those of you who've been watching my readings, and I'm glad to say that things are opening up for you. You'll be able to be released. It feels as though it's been quite restrictive for you for many months, and that's not a nice place to find yourself in. Restrictive energy is not pleasant for anyone, so I'm glad that you are soon, and particularly in November, perhaps ready to start thinking about what it is you want to do. And it looks like you're taking your partner with you. Okay, so, oh, isn't this a lovely card? Prosperity. This is exactly what I was saying here with this 6 of Pentacles. Prosperity, abundance. This is wonderful energy of not having to hold on too tightly to your financial situation. It looks like it will be free flowing, and perhaps even a little bit more than that. It might be generous. So for those of you who've been worried about their finances, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo. I'm very, very happy for you. Bye for now.